Let's jump to the boy here, and today we're doing a rating your Doomstack video, this time covering a Clan Scryer Alliance-based build, where you're utilizing a combination of the Iron Demon Dreadquake mortars, which is bought from the Disciples of Hashut through an alliance, and the Warlock Engineers. Now these two here, their abilities stack. So the way the Warlock Engineers work, they don't just apply bonuses to Skaven units, it's just any missile units in your army, even if it's not of your race. So each Warlock Engineer is increasing the amount of ammunition that each Iron Demon has. It's increasing their missile strength, their reload time reduction, and it's also increasing their range by 10%, but that's only applying once. And also on top of that, it's increasing their speed. So each one of these guys is now able to beat faster than anything that the Chaos Dwarves can get. So this is what happens when you, I guess, infuse Warpstone into your Hellforged weapons. So let's jump in against the Greenskins here. We're going up against 4 full stacks and see how we do. So we've also got a ton of Jezzails, and I imagine it works like this. That you use the Iron Demons, obviously, to clear out infantry units. That seems very obvious. They're terrible against single entities. And then, as the enemy advances with their single entities and monsters, the Jezzails just delete them easily. Because the Jezzails aren't great at taking out infantry, but they're amazing at getting rid of single entities. So this is like a perfect combination. The only thing that I think is a concern here is not much of a front line. Now, maybe we don't even need a front line because this is so powerful, but I guess we'll see. So, because of the way that the AI behaves, you can usually just start shooting them at the very start, and they'll still just wait for their reinforcements. They're not going to charge at us to begin with. So, the Jezzails have 54 ammo. These guys here have 30. We'll probably use up the Iron Demon ammo, well, the Dreadquake mortar ammo faster than the Jezzails. But we should also thin out the amount a bit more first. So I'm just wondering if I should shoot them while... No, I tell you what, we'll move back and I'll let these guys shoot as the enemy advance on us. Okay, now these guys here, don't fire at will just yet. Oh, oops, yeah, bring them in, whatever. I don't think they're going to come at us, so it's fine. Oh yeah, that is a hefty speed buff there. They're moving real quick. This one here is the slowest one, because these have banners as well on top of it. And look at this one here, 45% extra speed. Banner of Verminous Scurrying. Because Skaven artillery is insanely powerful, and normally you just playing as a Skaven, you just wouldn't bother borrowing anyone else's artillery, except for Chaos Dwarf artillery. It's the only example of it being even more crazy than Skaven. But then you add in a bit of extra Skaven technology to it. And it's better than what the Chaos Dwarves can deal with. It's like a match made in hell. Look how quickly they're firing as well. So what's their reload time? 10.6 seconds. Well, that's a lot faster than what the Chaos Dwarves can shoot at. Because these things normally take ages to reload. Oh, this one's shooting. And also another thing is that no unit caps for the... Well, you do have an army cap of 4 per army, right? But you can recruit as many of these across your faction as you want, because you don't need to increase your unit capacity of them with multiple alliances. No unit caps for Skaven. You can borrow as many as you want, which means you don't have to worry too much about this one being a 2 unit cap unit, as opposed to the regular Dreadquake mortars. The only thing you got to worry about is alliance points, which is easy enough to get more of, and money. You got to pay for them. They're probably very expensive, especially considering that the Skaven have supply lines, whereas the Chaos Dwarves don't. So if you're very late in the campaign, these could very easily cost you 2 grand each. Yeah, that's a lovely cluster right there. The thing is, the speed that we've got here, even their flying units won't really be able to catch us. We should really try to aim at a different unit with each one. Yeah, that's what you want to see. But yeah, the AI just doesn't really rush at you like they did in Warhammer 2. You can totally just do this for ages while they get set up. And we saw this the other day with the High Elves. they just sit there and take it. They're too busy trying to reform. And this is on very hard battle difficulty, which I can prove by just hovering over this. You'll see difficulty modifier of 8. Alright, no more reinforcements from that army. How are we going over here? None of them have come in yet, which means we haven't deleted a single unit yet. As in a single full unit. Get organized. You're not going to even have an army by the time they get there. Come on, you got to leave something for the Jezzails. Now, another thing to note about Iron Demons, right? If we had a look back on the campaign map, it actually said their ammunition was 15. That's because these guys here have actually 2 different types of ammo. This is, as far as the campaign map is concerned, what we're using here, the Dreadquake mortar, is actually the secondary ammo. And of that we have 30, which the base is 15, so we've increased it by 100%. But then there's the actual Iron Demon ammo, of which the base on that is 8. So they've got 15 shots of that. But in order for that to shoot, I need to be on fire at will, and then they they tend to pick bad targets. But let's just see, they might shoot. As long as they've been given an actual target, should be fine. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Okay, now they're coming at us. Oh god, they're so quick. The Chaos Dwarves cannot get them to be this quick on their own. Now, playing as the Chaos Dwarves, you could theoretically get this many Warlock Engineers on your side by doing that cheese where you borrow a Skaven Alliance army, get their level 20 Warlock Engineer wounded in battle, and then he's yours permanently. But that's a way bigger effort than it is to do it this way. Yeah, that's what the Jezzails are for. There we go. These guys do take a little while to get up to speed, though. And we've got Menace Belows here to try to hold them back. Also, we're taking a fair bit of friendly fire. We've got to be careful not to be right in front of the Jezzails. Their army is so badly destroyed and their reinforcements are coming in. They're like, oh, let's just wait for more reinforcements to come. So kills on these guys. Yeah, pretty good. But we're not done using the ammo yet. they were going to make an attack and then just like, nah, too hard. We'll wait for more reinforcements. I guess they'll eventually accumulate enough single entities that I won't really be able to do anything about them, at least with the Iron Demons. Okay, we've used up about half of our ammo now, which is fine. Okay, we can see the Giselle line is right there. Anyone that comes through here is just going to get deleted. They were very skittish about going this way. Man, the AI is such a coward in Warhammer 3. Thing is, the AI could actually win this battle if it wasn't so brain dead. If it goes wide and just ignores the Iron Demons and rushes at the Giselles, and just sends in like the single entities to sort them out, they could totally win, but they're so stupid. And you can rely on this every single time. Okay, time to get back. I always find that choo-choo sound pretty funny. Don't know why. Yep, extreme missile strength with them as well. So, single entities and monsters, no problem. Mass amounts of infantry, also no problem. Kind of feels like it's been thinned out enough for now with the Iron Demons. Let's just let the Giselles clear them out a bit. Wait for more reinforcements to come before we shoot again with the Dreadquake mortars. So I'm just going to bring them back. Don't get in the Giselles' way. Everything that comes in here I just think is going to die. But if they start to get a bit close, we'll pop down the menace below. God damn, these units just get deleted, not even getting close. Alright, units that come around the side here could be a bit of a problem.
Very good, master.
Alright, maybe a menace below there to make some of their units run backwards. They are shooting, aren't they? Yeah. Okay.
Skaven, yes, yes.
Okay, it did make some of their units go back. That's good. Good. Yep, not seeing any issues here. We'll take a little bit of damage here and there, but that's okay. And it takes like one volley to get rid of these guys. This is why I don't like giving actual missile attack orders. I just like to let them do the thing, because they can be very derpy. So far so good. They've been alright. Okay, there's a whole bunch of new infantry over here for us to go and bomb. Let's go sort that out. These back reform them up a bit. That's it, get moving over here. Just charge right through. These things aren't terrible in melee. I wonder if actually a Skullcracker version would actually be better, because they are better in melee. Same speed. Okay, we got a problem over here. This guy's coming in close. Well, that menace below was just not targeted correctly there. No, that actually didn't work. Oh, can you just move him closer? All good. He didn't do very much. Move out of the way there. The Giselles bloody shoot you instead. Giselle still have heaps of ammo. Not an issue at all. But if anyone comes around over here, just gotta watch out a little bit. Terrain's not perfect for us. For the Giselles, at least. Okay, then the last army's coming in. Although we should only need to wipe out 3 out of 4 of these armies to inflict the army losses. Although we are using up a lot of ammunition, which counts against us in terms of our own balance of power. If I pop this down here, oh, that'll just charge into it. I'm going to try to get these guys over here to the fresh army. Start wiping that out. And yeah, let's take out their artillery with a menace below there. Ah, crap. Oh, I almost got through this without a single casualty, but this guy snuck around the side there. Although the post-battle loot options will probably allow me to restore that. Damn it, the menace below there didn't get targeted properly. Yeah, this hill on the side here is a little bit of a problem. It might be best to double line this up as opposed to have units there. They just don't have a good line of sight. Which is why these guys here have the most amount of ammunition. Okay, some bombs into this, and I reckon the army losses will trigger. Maybe stay out of these forests here. We've seen that can actually blow up the shots. Why'd you aim for that? You're not on fire at will. Okay, some of these units are starting to run out of ammo, but balance of power still looks good, and all of their reinforcements have come in now. Now we just need to inflict the army losses. Slow them down there a little bit. Coming in from this angle here seems to be the biggest problem. There it is, there's the army losses. Damn, that was a lot of force being sent against us, and only minimal casualties just due to slight oversights on my part. This is very strong. It'd be even stronger still if you actually ambush the opponent, so you only have to deal with one army at a time, which is a big strength of the Skaven. So if you got these guys here with the cunning trait, that would definitely help. Although cunning's not as good as it was in Warhammer 2. Now another thing with the Skaven, I don't think their post-battle loot option gives you the ability to restore the health on these guys here. So that's where a Demon Smith Sorcerer can be very useful for the Chaos Dwarves to heal these guys. Because I think they're quite useful moving them up ahead of the main force to harass the enemy forces. But the downside is they do take damage. Yeah, we can restore our infantry units, but I can't increase the health of the Iron Demons. Alright, so let's have a look at this army and have a look at how he's managed to achieve this. So, turn 120, playing as Clan Scryer. He's got 10 settlements. That's actually pathetic, but whatever. if we have a look here into Alliance recruitment, we can see here that there are no unit caps for the Skaven. If I maybe pick a different army, let me just go to, where do you have a settlement? Okay, and we recruit new lord. So he's currently got 5 armies. It's not heaps. Just pick whoever. And we go over here. We can see that there's no limit to how many we can recruit. It's just a matter of allegiance. So if we wanted to get... There's the Skullcrackers. Oh, that's the Legion of Asgore. You got them from the Disciples of Hashut. Right, but you don't have as many points there. How much does it cost? It's pretty expensive. Skullcracker, Dreadquake Mortar, and Iron Demon Dreadquake Mortar. 45 allegiance each. It's pretty expensive, but I think that's worth it. They do take 3 turns to recruit, though. And of course, you can only recruit 2 at a time, so it does take a little while to recruit. Just thinking what else here could be useful for the Skaven. I think it really does come down to these ones here. Where are the regular Dreadquake Mortars? Did I miss them somewhere? Iron Demon, Hell Cannon, Skullcracker. Where's the regular? It seems like they have them. They've just got the... That's weird. Don't they get recruited from the exact same building? That's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why we can't recruit just the regular Dreadquake Mortars, but still, that's insanely good. Alright, back to that other army again. Is that over here? Yep. So, looking at each of the Warlock Engineers, in terms of which Lord to put into the army, I reckon a Plague Priest or Grayseer would be best. That way you've got those extra Menace Belows. Not essential though, I mean we didn't even really use any magic. So you've got this here. All of this stacks with as many Warlock Engineers as you want. So you could very easily put 10 Warlock Engineers into your army as well, and just double up on all of these bonuses. But you know, that's just extra cost. So we've got reload time reduction plus 8% for all missile units. Now, here's the thing. It shows you all the units that it affects, but it is actually affecting the Iron Demons, even though it doesn't show that there. So that can be a little bit misleading. Arms Dealer, extra ammunition, Heroes Army. Doesn't matter what type of unit it is. It's always going to increase the ammo. Then you've got Triangulation over here for 12% extra missile strength. That's not really essential for the Iron Demon stuff because their shots pretty much one-shot kill any infantry that it hits. And the after effect, the Quake, I don't think that's augmented by missile strength. I think that's just like a status effect, essentially. Ballistics calibrations, yep. Ballistics Instructor, that can only be applied once, so only one Warlock Engineer happens there. And as for Sapper, 15% extra speed for all missile units, that stacks. So he's got quite a lot of extra movement speed with them. So you could put even more in there and just have them like zoom around the entire map like crazy. And yeah, the Jezzails did an absolutely amazing job as well, because they're also heavily boosted by this. This is a really good Doom stack. So in terms of rating it, how cost it? 824? I thought they'd be a bit more expensive than that. Anyway, okay, in terms of rating this, it's super strong. It's basically top marks for strength. There are a few situations that it would probably struggle with, but for the most part, you're not going to be encountering huge issues. I think that maybe sieges might be a little bit of an issue due to Jezzails really struggling during offensive sieges. Yeah, it's just not the best for sieges because you can clear out a fair few units with the Iron Demons, but the AI does like to move around a fair bit and keep their well, they do cluster up a fair bit at the moment, so maybe it would be okay against a siege. I don't know, I'd have to test that out. But yeah, super strong. Ease of use, fairly easy to use. Have to do a little bit of micro. There's possibilities for mistakes that can be made, so almost top marks for ease of use. And then in terms of cost effectiveness, this is a difficult army to get together. It takes a long time to build it just because of how long it takes to get the allegiance points first, or to get an alliance with the Chaos Dwarves, which actually getting an alliance isn't too difficult with Chaos Dwarves. They're fairly receptive to Skaven. Fairly receptive. If we have a look over here, we can see what their natural aversion is at minus 60. Well, you can overcome that with a few gifts and join their war against Grimgore, and yeah, you can overcome that. So that'll be a bit of cost. then of course the time to recruit it, and then of course the upkeep cost. But at least you can actually end up with more Iron Demons playing as the Skaven than you can playing as the Chaos Dwarves, due to not having to worry about their unit capacity. So, a bit on the expensive side, so sort of moderate marks for that. But overall, really good Skaven army to use here. And a good replacement for the other Skaven artillery, which is already good in its own right, but if you really just want to up the power by, 11, then getting Iron Demons instead of Plague Claw Catapults or Warp Lightning Cannons is definitely a fair replacement. There aren't too many other factions where the Skaven would actually want to buy their artillery. The other obvious choice would be Hailstorm Rocket Batteries from the Empire, but they probably hate you even more than the Chaos Dwarves do. Anyway, overall, really good army. I quite enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this army. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate this one being sent in. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.